matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Play 1 and Prescott to the air. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2. Out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 61 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, it floated It's intercepted. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Throwing, Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the side.
Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice little juke. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On second down, it's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Smith on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.